Imagine the human body as a complex ecosystem where messages flow constantly, directing every movement and thought. Huntington's disease disrupts this flow. It's a genetic condition that slowly damages nerve cells in the brain. The disease creeps in, often between ages 30 and 50, with subtle signs: tremors, clumsiness, irritability. Over time, the body and mind change in ways no one chooses. The genetic nature of Huntington's means a parent has a 50% chance of passing it to each child, casting a shadow over generations. Families face tough choices: whether to get tested, how to plan for the future, and how to live with uncertainty. Huntington's is more than a diagnosis. It's a story of families, love, and courage. For decades, there's been no cure, only management of symptoms. But the landscape is changing. Science is bringing new hope. The story of Huntington's is finding a new chapter. For the first time, there's a reason to look forward. Hope is returning to families who need it most. For those with Huntington's, daily life becomes a series of challenges. Simple actions, holding a cup, writing, walking, turn into struggles against involuntary movements. The body feels like a cage, and the mind, once sharp, can become clouded. Cognitive symptoms make organizing tasks and remembering things difficult, leading to frustration and a sense of lost identity. Communication becomes hard, creating isolation even among loved ones. Emotional changes, depression, anxiety, irritability, are part of the disease, not character flaws. Families grieve as they watch loved ones change, providing care while coping with heartbreak. Social life shrinks, gatherings become overwhelming, and fear of judgment leads to withdrawal. Careers and hobbies are often lost. Life becomes a cycle of appointments and adaptations. It's a life of courage, but also of limitations. For many, this has been the reality for years, but now that reality is about to change. A new chapter is beginning. On September 26, 2025, a breakthrough arrives. The first successful treatment for Huntington's disease. This isn't just symptom management, it targets the root cause. The therapy, called gene silencing, acts like molecular scissors, silencing the faulty Huntington gene. It stops the production of the toxic protein before it can damage nerve cells. For those in early stages, progression can be halted, sometimes even reversed. The relentless march of symptoms can finally be stopped. For generations, a diagnosis meant inevitable decline. Now, it means hope. Clinical trials show patients regaining control of movement and clarity of thought. This is more than data, it's lives restored. Science, driven by compassion, has achieved the impossible. The Huntington's community is witnessing a new dawn. The conversation shifts from managing decline to fighting back. For the first time, there's a real chance to win. The future is brighter than ever. For families, this news is a lifeline. The 50% inheritance risk no longer feels like a devastating coin toss. Now, a positive test means a treatment plan, not a sentence. Young people can look ahead with hope, not fear. The genetic legacy of Huntington's can be stopped for future generations. Families can dream of children born free from the disease. Hope transforms despair into determination. Caregivers become partners in recovery, not just witnesses to decline. Conversations shift from planning for disability to planning for life. Futures once filled with uncertainty now brim with possibility. The horizon expands for families everywhere. This breakthrough restores the right to hope for a better tomorrow. The story of Huntington's is being rewritten. Meet Eleanor, a musician from Italy who carries the Huntington's gene. She watched her father succumb to the disease and lived in fear, her dreams of travel fading. Her world shrank as she prepared for an uncertain future. Then, the breakthrough arrived. For Eleanor, it was like music. Hope returned. The possibility of halting the disease felt like a key to a locked door. That night, she pulled out her old world map and began placing pins again. Andes, Morocco, Japan, Vietnam. Each pin was a promise. Her life would be defined by dreams, not disease. The world, once small, was open again. Elena's journey shifted from preparing for illness to preparing for adventure. The breakthrough gave her back her future. Her story is one of hope rekindled. The world is waiting for her. This medical breakthrough does more than heal, it liberates. For many with chronic illness, life is a cycle of appointments, not adventures. Travel seemed out of reach, a luxury for the healthy. Now, dreams of exploration are possible again. The freedom to say yes to adventure returns. No more worrying if you'll be well enough to travel. Families can plan trips for joy, not just for accessibility. Caregivers become travel companions, not just helpers. The travel industry will welcome a new wave of grateful explorers. Scientific progress makes the world more inclusive. The benefits ripple out. Freedom, connection, and joy for all. The world of travel is open to more people than ever. Science is changing lives in every corner. Liam, an architect from Dublin, lost his mother to Huntington's and tested positive himself. He and his wife used IVF to ensure their daughter Saoirse would be free from the gene. Liam's greatest fear was not being there for her as she grew. He promised to take her on a safari in Tanzania, a dream shadowed by urgency. The breakthrough changed everything. Progression halted. The race against time was over. Liam could keep his promise. That night, he and his family planned their safari, not as a distant hope, but as a real adventure. For the first time, the dream was a plan. Liam was giving his daughter memories, not just stories. Science made it possible. A father's promise fulfilled. The future is theirs to explore. This breakthrough is a testament to global collaboration. Scientists worldwide, Tokyo to Toronto, Berlin to Buenos Aires, worked together to solve this puzzle. Their shared goal easing human suffering. Disease knows no borders, and neither does hope. The knowledge gained will help families everywhere. A patient in India benefits from research in America. This is the web of scientific progress, binding us all. Stories like Eleanor's and Liam's remind us of our shared humanity. Their hope inspires compassion and unity. In a divided world, these triumphs are beacons of cooperation. Our greatest achievements come from working together. Science and compassion are the bridge to a brighter future. Together, we can build a kinder, more hopeful world. The journey doesn't end here. This breakthrough is part of a larger story of resilience, innovation, and hope. Every day, new chapters are written, cures discovered, lives changed. These stories connect and inspire us. By sharing them, we build a global community of hope. No one should feel alone in their struggle. Every triumph, big or small, deserves celebration. Join our community. Subscribe to our newsletter for inspiring stories and breakthroughs. It's more than an email. It's a regular dose of optimism. Let's continue this journey together. Celebrate victories, support each other, and marvel at human ingenuity. Your subscription connects you to a movement of hope. The next incredible story is just around the corner. Join us to discover it.